We go through reincarnation, brother.
Only thing I'm explaining is this.
You don't know some of the shit you got in your head may not be from this life.
What I'm saying
it may be stuff that you record from
I ain't getting into no personal attacks. I'm trying to deal with actual teachers and written science right now, bro. And these dudes, you could go get it. The extraterrestrial memoirs of extraterrestrial God Enki. Like I said, the Atracorces, the Gilgamesh epic. They talk about all this. Now, coming into the solar system, they say that this was the 7th planet. When they made it to the 7th planet, they say it was white and green. They say it was white and green. Them dudes, 4,000 years ago, so-called aliens, say that when he made it to the 7th planet, it was white and green.
Yeah, snow and vegetation. Yeah.
He said it was what modern Zachariah Stenson interpreted as a circle Earth. But he said he came into the globe of the spirit planet. All the planets that he passing were global spirits. He said the 7th planet, the 7th global spirit that he made it to was white and green. So, if we got records from over 4,000 years ago saying that Earth is the 7th planet, and in modern science prove if you coming from out into our solar system, Earth is the 7th planet. These writings over 4,000 years ago say that he passed nothing but globes and orbs. Earth is a globe and an orb. So my point is right there, bro. I don't have the books on me. I can show you the book word for word, verbatim. We had 200 books on the table by Junum just now. Verbatim, Alalu words is in there, coming from Sumerian text.
But we still going
My point is,
opinion.
I just showed you, ain't no opinion, brother. I just showed you some that's coming from clay tablets over 4,000 years ago, transliteration, translated by modern men, before the modern use of modern technology and telescopes told you that this was the 7th planet. Then we get to the 1960s and find out all this stuff. I mean, come on, man. I rest my case, bro. Just with that little information right there. And I got more to prove how the Earth was flipping and the Earth is a globe. So this flat Earth stuff ridiculous. I've been dealing with this and I've been waiting to attack because I be dealing with brothers on a regular with this misinformation. There's something on the internet called trolls. There's something called trolls. These dudes are federal agents. They just get paid to sit around and cause misinformation and deception amongst blacks on that doggone internet, especially Facebook. As all another ploy agent.
I don't think that this is dealing with too many blacks that's dealing with the flat. They're worried about other shit out there.
All right,
most Caucasians are dealing with this than blacks right now. Only a few of us is dealing with this, brother.
Present how the Earth is flat. Like what's
brother, I could present it all day, but we gonna always have a clash.
No, it's not about that. We're not trying to have a class. I'm trying to see your perspective of how the Earth is flat. What is your evidence of the Earth is flat?
My evidence is
how you came to that conclusion.
My evidence is by I just throw away all goddamn books. So I have intelligence, all right, and understanding, because I read both sides, and I have to look at this here and evaluate myself and see if what this is real, bro. You understand my point? So what I've been taught was this aspect too. And I was a boy in school, was taught this. So it took me a while to go through cognitive dissonance to release that thought. You understand? Because I had to look at everything and correlate with what I was taught. Even though I'm never religious, all right? I was religious, I was raised religious. When I was raised in religion, told me that the earth was flat, on fixed pillars. It had 4 corners, all right? And divided the waters above and the waters below with the firmament. All right? So this is some of the things I was taught. So when I was taught 2 different conflicting stories as a child. In science, I was taught this. You understand my point? But in religion, I was taught that the earth was fixed and flat. So I had to make a determination. So as a child, I watched them thought they were going to the moon. I was sitting there as a child watching this shit go up there and photos coming back. But I was a child. So I had to believe as a child because I didn't have the ability to know as an adult and see as I see today. So I went along with that because I had no choice. But at the point of looking at life and going through my teachings and being exposed and taking oaths in different organizations, which are no longer under oath, I've been taught differently, bro. From different organizations and called it different groups, bro. And I had to look at it and see for myself, bro, if this is real. So I've done some geometry. I look at the circumference of the earth and different things and figure this out. And I looked at, if the earth was round, how they would so pronounce curvature at so many miles, and it come out to be at 11 miles, you would see a pronounced curvature of the earth. Just like if you see at the high rise, you see a high rise, how that curve go, you will see something of that aspect. In other words, to complete the circle. So when you fly in the plane, and you coming into a plane somewhere, if the earth is round, where's the pencils and stuff?
Right, sure. Okay.
If the earth is round, that's what we, what we're saying, right? I'm just doing from my own opinions, from what I can see. I'm not going through no books because we have intelligence, common sense, and understanding. And it's what you research is fine. You can read all that shit just like Santa Claus. We should go to sleep early and find out it wasn't true. All right?
Well, God, brother, if your eyes, you can't believe your own eyes, you see around a moon and around
What
the
they
sun.
tell me
That's
is that,
something insanity.
they tell me that there's trees over there, there's trees over here, there's trees over there, and people living down here, people living there, people living there, people living there. We living on the outer curve of the earth. That's what they're telling me is around earth. That people over in Australia is upside down, and you all hear that. But this is what the heliocentric. I might not be talking about what you saying, brother.
Yeah.
No, I'm not arguing you. I'm arguing a
that's-
part of what we taught in school,
That's
brother.
erroneous.
But,
yeah,
but this is what we taught in school, right?
Some erroneous stuff.
But this is what you was taught in school, right?
I want to talk about. I feel.
But I'm saying what they
Yeah,
try to
that's
teach.
the curriculum.
This is what they teach kids in
That's the
school, right
curriculum.
here.
Yeah, that's the curriculum.
And Australia's down here, and gravity holds the water up. But people can pour water out of a goddamn cup in Australia and hit the ground. So
Right.
that means if the gravity's holding water up, that means you couldn't swim through the water. If water's underneath that, fish couldn't swim through it because the gravity be holding so dense that nothing can. It'd be like a brick wall, like glass almost.
That's not scientifically
But
sound.
what I'm trying to tell you is what the heliocentric aspect is. It may not be your teachings, brother, but I'm going by what most people understand. All right? So if this is the point right here, people in Australia can jump, kangaroos can jump, so that means they don't take off into space somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because gravity is so dense like that, it will hold their foot to the ground and they can't move, especially if you're upside down. You understand my part? So that's the part right there to show me that that's not real. I haven't been to Australia. I haven't been all around the world. And I've looked and I've watched out the planes. I didn't go to sleep. I've never seen, for instance, okay, if this is buildings going around the earth, all around it. So this will be 11 miles distance right here. And this will be more than 11 miles. If you flying right here, you wouldn't see this building standing straight up. You'll see the buildings laying down. And as you approach them, you'll see them standing up. If you're flying around the earth, you understand my part?
No,
Up and around earth aspect. And as well as if you have an earth that's spinning over 1,000 miles an hour going east on the axis, and it's on this orbit. Why do we need to catch planes to go east? And the planes only go 500 to 600 miles an hour. Because the fact is, if something is traveling 1,000 miles an hour,
You're gonna get there.
you can get in a hot air balloon and go up and it'll catch you, brother. And another thing is if we traveling at 1,000 miles an hour in two different directions in space, all right? Right now, I'm looking outside, bro. I don't see too much of trees blowing out there, bro. But if let the wind blow 15 miles an hour, the trees should be flying all everywhere. But if something is traveling 1,000 miles an hour like that, that means we can never hold on. We'd be moving around here like something is crazy, bro. You know? And it's just...
That sounds like a retarded God and a fool making creation. Our Lord is perfect, man, and that's why it don't make sense to even try to challenge.
We
the
perfect.
Creator.
That's why I've got brain right here.
This all this flat Earth stuff, man. Y'all challenging the creative God with this nonsense,
No,
bro.
we're challenging man with this nonsense, bro.
Y'all challenging the white man then because ancient black men already know that the Earth is oblong or round. You can say a watermelon, you can say it oblong round. Some of them come out round, some of them oblong. That's the same thing with the Earth, but ain't nothing flat. You can even take an oblong watermelon and try to say that's flat. But it's still oblong, it's still circle, bro. So my thing is, like you said, use your common sense, don't read no
there's
book.
two truths in all this, brother.
It's only one truth,
There's
brother.
two truths in all this because everything, like I said, everything is half true and half false. I learned to have peace with everything because I know there's truths in everything and there's false in everything. If you understand what I'm saying. I could put your work as true too, brother. All right? I'm going to show you. If you want it to be round, I'll make it round. You Pisces, I don't care about that. I'll make it round for you. All right? This is the earth right here. All right? There's different layers on the earth. All right?
That's the Earth.
This is the earth.
All right.
This is the firmament. That will make it look round with a firmament over it.
It's an Earth spinning top then, huh?
No, it's not a spinning top, but it's sitting there.
It look like a spinning
All right,
top.
all right. Let me ask some questions right
It's a
quick. right?
firmament.
So I just want to check one thing. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing y'all said. So some say Earth is hollow, and the picture that NASA took is not a real picture. So they kind of covering a hole. They kind of it's computer technology, so it's not round. Earth is shaped like a donut, and you can travel outside of a certain part of Earth, and you come inside of another part of Earth, and then there's another world based on Admiral Byrd, who went into it like that and was shot down. So what you think
I'm
about
talking
that?
went over to Antarctica and used to explore. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Right,
He the only one who went out to Antarctica and proved a lot of shit. And his whole life was based on that, bro. They even took around Antarctica, bro. And they took to Antarctica. They took two or three ships. They went around in a circle until they met, bro. And they never felt curvatures or none of that shit, bro. They went in a circle, bro. You know, these people have history too. There's a lot of different histories.
And they called it hollow Earth because it was kind of shaped being like both of y'all saying it's kind of like a donut. You know what I'm saying?
This do look round when you have a firmament orbit, like a globe hole in orbit that's dividing the waters above in a firmament. Because NASA lied about going to the moon. These astronauts was challenged about the firmament. They didn't know nothing about that back then. That they can't go past that radioactive belt. The only way they can go past that, we can only want to travel through. You have to have melanin. That's why NASA take melanin and spray on these ships that go up and shit. They have to have melanin, bro, to travel beyond that Van Allen belt. And we don't have enough dense melanin in our bodies right now because we've been polluted, bro. By them coming to Earth and putting this artificial stuff around us, bro.
So we wouldn't have enough carbon to go into space to even deal with space. Yeah. So there's no base on the moon or nothing like that because what are the
if you go back to history,
William Cooper was talking about in his work.
He was saying tell you that shit because he looked like he'd been on that path.
There was a base on the moon.
Who built the moon, bro? Remember they say they built the moon and towed it out there, right?
Well, hold on. What about this? Hold on.
Towed the moon out to space. You heard that story, right?
Also, okay. Hold on. Also, now we broke up the Dogon. Now, so we think everything is crazy, right? So the Dogon was talking about the constellations in the star system, Sirius B, Sirius MC, and all that. Way before the European came with their sciences, and the Europeans proved that it was true. So the Dogon said, no, we didn't get our knowledge from Earth. We got it from people from the star system of Sirius C. Yeah. They brought us this knowledge. Yeah. So it was basically saying that somebody from another galaxy came in and brought the knowledge to us. Bro. So basically saying that we on other planets.
That's the sun's mother. Sirius is the sun's mother. It's up in the binary. It's up in the binary with Sirius A, bro. And Sirius B goes around Sirius A every 50 years. And that's the most dense carbon thing in space, bro. Sirius B.
Black holes, brother.
You take 1 teaspoon of Sirius B, it's way more than this building, bro.
I just want you to answer.
You know what I'm talking about?
Three questions.
You know what I'm talking about? They say they built the moon. The moon is actually a satellite of Saturn, man.
Israel, before you get into yours, can you explain how the Earth is not curvature? Because why the people are not upside down, and are we really traveling in different directions, 2 different directions at 1,000 miles per hour? How people coming up with that, like saying that, okay, well, if the Earth was curvature, we should be seeing every 11 miles that some type of rise in fluctuation. You know what I'm saying? One building should be higher than another.
Brother, you know your North Node?
My thing is, bro.
What constellation the moon nautical
I don't know,
axis
bro.
was in, bro? You understand that?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I really don't. With this stuff, bro. Like I was talking earlier, and you have to go through steps to learn these secret and sacred sciences. These sciences are revealing celestial teachings, even agricultural teachings. This stuff wasn't just given. People had to go through grades and had to have the mental fortitude to learn this stuff and practice this. So in the modern times for me, bro, all these these trolls on the internet, YouTube, Facebook and stuff promoting this type of information, it's just doing that. It's the age of information, and how the brother says also misinformation in this age of information. You know what I mean? So as above, so below. I try to, you want to keep it simple, common sense, no books and all that. All right, well, let's use our God-given
Common
eyes.
sense.
You look up at that moon, you see various phases of the moon, but one thing, when you see a full moon, you see a full circle. When you look up at the rock and you see that sun, you forever see a circle. As above, so below. As above, so
Some
below.
Let me ask you a question.
When you look down, when you look down on the earth, you see a circle too, because
Yeah, I
it's
was just
flat.
about to say that.
Yeah, so it's, you know, it's just a. Some people say that the moon is not really round; it's a disc.
This is around CD disc. It's all, don't put the words. They ain't
You
just
understand?
call it a sun disc. That's a disc. That's a disc. I
Mhm.
mean, it's circle though. Point, globe, circle,
Okay.
round. And also the ancients, they even talk about the great rounds during creation. If you study some of the great book talk about the great rounds that came into great creation. Ptah, Amun, Ra-Nam, and ancient Kemet, in regards to the universe, they're known as lords of the great rounds. They're known as lords of the great circle. Nobody never
It's
want no
still
lord
a
of
great
the
circle, brother. The sun travels around this circle, man. It travels around this circle just like it does. You know.
So well, what y'all need to do then is really describe what is flat. Cause when you say flat, what y'all talking about? A flat circle, a flat square?
Surface, man. We living on this flat surface.
Well, like
It's
this
covered
ground
a
right here,
ball.
like this flat.
It's like the Superdome. You like the Superdome? You got people in the stadium, and then you got the dome roof.
Right.
That's what we living in, under the dome. They tell you that, brother.
That's not sound.
Well, how do you feel about our weather? Is our weather controlled or is it natural?
It's both. Well, it's always been natural, but now with the manipulation of the you know, all these different properties, chemicals, yeah, they tampering with weather control since 1942. But they're not controlling all the weather. Hell no.
See, this is the sun is no more than 15
Exactly.
miles, 15,000 to 3 miles, 1,500 to 5,000 miles away from the earth at any given time.
Who that?
The
The sun. Okay. So the sun is inside the dome. Then that's what you're saying.
It was right in the midst of the firmament.
So it's in the dome. So it's
no,
in the
not
earth.
dome. It's right above the firmament.
It's right above the firmament. So it's outside the
Yeah,
dome.
you
The
can't
sun
go
is
to the
outside
sun
dome.
because you're being ready. You're being fried, brother.
Okay.
You can't. That's why planes. That's why you see some of the people, some of the NASA, they played their trick and they went too high, bro. They normally go a little distance. They go over and get this shit in the water, make you think they're up there. Then later on they come and land that shit and they was in space. Yeah, that didn't happen. They went too far and they didn't come off that damn throttle. That's why this shit blew up. It hit that atmosphere, bro. They can't go there, bro. It's protection. That's bullshit, man. We can't go past the firmament without. That's why NASA has so much of melanin. They're trying to get past that. They're building ships that have melanated ships, man. Carbon coated ships to get past this point. They can't get there, bro. You know, they tell you that. Armstrong, they pinned him down some hell of an interview. That man, to get up there, he couldn't say nothing. He was like a little kid, dunce, because they didn't know about the Van Allen belt, bro. All that shit about them stars, all them planets up there, they're not as big as we think they are, bro. You know, I got a mic. I look through this shit all the time. My plane out. If I didn't have no books, nobody tell me shit. I'm just here on Earth by myself. That's what I'm going by, bro. Cause I got God-given intelligence, bro, to understand.
So when you look through the telescope, do you see the same thing as in a disc or round, or do you see flat? What do you
Disc,
see
bro.
when you look through it?
You really can't. You can't tell. It's a disc, bro. From what I see, you know, to me, you know, a lot of shit that they talking about man on moon and all that shit. You can see that. I can look out there every night and tell you smile on the moon, bro. You can look there and see that shit clear as day, bro.
So you can see the dirt on the moon.
You can see the little craters,
You
everything.
can see the
bro.
craters on the moon.
All that, bro. If a man walking on the moon, you can see him, bro.
So where's the moon? Is the moon inside the dome, or is it right outside the firmament too?
The moon, all that is right within the firmament, like right past the little firmament area. Yeah. Man can't get to those planets, bro. He
So
can't-
nobody has never left the planet.
Most of those stars, like all them other planets, they are illuminating planets, bro. You look through that shit like stars, bro, at night. You can't go close to that shit unless you have a certain body, a density to get past that stuff.
So what'd you say? Nobody can never leave this planet. We trapped in this planet.
Not the dense bodies we in right now.
So only in spiritual,
only spiritually, or either if you have
as an ethereal
only
body.
if you have
ascending, that means you know when you become
only
light
if
body.
you have went through alchemized process to change
Right, because
your,
we're vapors
change
and
your
gases
densities.
ourselves.
Yeah, if you can
Right.
change your densities through
Right.
alchemy process, you're able to tolerate lots of things.
So it's safe to say that out of every opinion, there is no truth.
There's no truth, brother. There's always
That's why it's called an opinion,
yeah, opinion.
right?
Yeah.
So we still have facts. Facts can be proven.
Thank you,
You
bro.
know what
I'm
I'm saying?
talking
So
facts.
we still have facts though that we
Yeah,
can deal
but
with.
facts could be
You know
broke
what I'm
down
saying?
too, bro. In some aspects,
Facts.
because
Yeah, you can try
That's all-
to. You can.
not just all true to everybody.
You can.
Not
There's
just all
some things.
false to
There's some
everybody.
things we can say. Okay, well, we know one thing. What happens when the spirit leaves the body? Body dies, right? That's a fact, right?
Yup.
Well, so if somebody try to come in and refute that, I like to see them try.
Well,
Because I want to see a body walking around without.
Y'all gotta stop telling that. What draft?
Yeah. I want to share something else too, bro. It's all right. Now, like we say, you was just drawing a little graph up there talking about the got trees here, trees there, this and that. Well, then you was talking about, well, if you pull water out of the cup, why it's not this and that. You gotta understand that fireman thing, bro. And people say, oh, you separated the fireman from the two waters. What is H2O? That's water, right? What's up there in the atmosphere? That's water too,
water.
right?
Yeah, but it's water in different form, different state.
Man, I want to stop playing them games trying to trick people, man.
No, they ain't tricking people,
They
bro.
talking about the firemen, two firemen. You're only dealing with gases and water. You dealing with these ethers out here. All this the planet Earth.
Everything is water, bro. Hydrogen.
My God. Well, see
It's
that's
just
what I mean
in
when
different
people
forms,
play
man.
on words. Everything is water, but God separated the two firemen.
You
Alright,
separated the two
if this
liquid
is
waters.
space is water, this is all water in space, right? And this is water on Earth. What separate these two waters? Air. Air.
Well, water is, I mean,
Air. So here's your two firemen.
firmament, huh?
Firemen, whatever. 1 and 2. One is on the planet, in the seas, and one is surrounding the planet. That's your separation now. In the Kemetic teachings, that ain't nothing but Hapi of the Nile, and this is what we consider Shu, or none. The cosmic waters. You know what I mean? That's why I try to share with people, man. If y'all ain't really learning nothing about what the ancient Kemetics taught, what the ancient black people of the Nile taught, you really ain't learning because nobody else really left a true legacy for us to learn to move forward with. The only teachings on the planet Earth that prepare black people for the future is left on the walls of Kemet. Left on the
Well, it
walls.
was left until it was tampered with, brother.
It ain't tampered with if it's still there, brother.
But I'm saying it has been tampered.
It ain't tampered with if it's still there. I've been studying the Medu Netta for over 20 years. I can read a little of it. But if I keep doing this rest of my life, those walls are still there. Those papyrus are still here. Museums everywhere.
But we also
So
know
our
there was
stuff
a
is
white
still
boy
here.
era that went on where they went up in there and they done some modifications.
But that's
And
not
they
important
controlled the
because
aspects of it.
well, Drew Dr. Ben, John Henry Clark, Mufadis, Drew a lot of brothers where our original true teachers are here. And that's what I'm trying to share with people, man. Because if you're not really learning what, alright, like people in this room, most of y'all don't identify with no South Africa. Who feel they from South Africa in here? Who feel there's a West African connection in here? Who feel a North African connection in
I
here?
feel connected to all of it myself. I'm
Now you
just
playing
talking-
games. Let's just be real, though,
I'm being
bro.
real. It's not
who
games,
feel,
brother.
Who feel like
I'm
they?
connected to everything.
Nah, all right. Now let me
Yeah.
use New Orleans for example. The average brother in New Orleans walking around on some Rastafarian Ethiopian type energy, or now the brothers are picking up on Kemetic or Central Islam. All that is East Africa. Nobody relates to North, West, or South Africa. Why? Because that's not our genetic bloodline. See, I'm dealing with something else here, and I ain't talking about flat earth no more. I'm about to talk about our importance of recognizing who we are. Drew people. I'm 41 years old. I've been studying over 25 years.
I was taught in school the earth was once all together, all the continents.
Thank you, soldier. Thank you. It's called Pangea or Gondwana land. And that's what I'm talking about. See, the ancient Africans teach that at one point the earth was like one mass of land and one mass of man. Now in ancient Egypt, they teach that at this point on the planet, on the earth, there was no evil. there was no evil. This is right after the marsupials came with the pouches, and then mammals moved to bellies. After mammals moved to bellies, women started having female mammals started having babies in bellies versus the pouches like the kangaroos and stuff. And that was all leading to right before the planet broke up, which is called Pangea. You know what I'm saying? Now, our ancestors in Egypt taught that when the earth was one mass of land and one mass of man and woman. I try to share this with people. When you see ant piles, right? Or you see honeycombs and bees living all together, right? They living in harmony, right? You see like billions of ants living together, right? They're not fighting each other or nothing, right? You see a whole lot of bees and stuff living together, serving a woman, serving a queen, right? That's how it was over, man, you talking about thousands of years ago. We can't even give this stuff an actual number. But our ancestors do know there was a time on the planet when there was one mass of land, one mass of woman. There was no evil, and black people lived together in harmony like we see ants and bees do in big old giant colonies. Nobody fighting, everybody getting along, serving the purpose of nature, which is God. You know what I mean? So, in Kemet, this word here is nature. They equate this word with God. Also, this word is equated with nature. So, this NT all sound in ancient Kemet is nature meant, well, not equation to God, but now they use that word for nature, nurture, nutrient, everything that sustains the body, give the body life is God, and they're using that. So what I'm showing right now is that our ancestors taught that there was one time on this planet when black people lived together, there was no evil because the poles had not shifted yet. Man.
What about the procession of the sun with Sirius? How you feel about that? Our conscious level,
our ancestors called that spidet.
How you feel about the Iron Age, the Silver Age, the Golden Age, and the Bronze Age?
That happened all after this. I'm gonna get into all that.
Yeah.
The ancestors called that spidet. Like we have our sun and its solar system and our planets here, where you have spidet out there was much bigger than our sun, what they call Sirius. You know what I'm saying? And Kemet is called spidet, the star of the black goddess Isis. In Egypt, this star is a black star.
That's the mother of the sun. That's the mother of our sun.
Yeah. It's
Isis.
the son of the sun.
Isis.
Like I'm saying, this is Osset. This is Spidet. In Kemet, they call that Spidet. Osset, the mother of Ra. One of the mothers of Ra Net.
Yeah.
But let me get back into this. Because now, the poles had not shifted. You have, like we see, positive charges and negative charges. That's why you gotta know the earth is a circle. You gotta have positive, negative charges.
Move that machine out.
Just like we use on batteries. Batteries have positive, negative charges. Even car batteries have positive, negative charges. So on our planet, there was a time on the planet when there was no evil, there was one continent, and you had black people living together in nature serving God. Because one of the brothers asked me what they was doing when they had Pangea and everybody was together. They had heaven on earth. They had heaven on earth. That's what that was. So when people say, "Oh, we got pyramids all over the planet," you got civilization sunken underwater. I'm about to show you how all that happened. Because matter of fact, I'm trying to share with this brother too. That's why, you know, our ancestors. It just makes so much sense on why they say the Greeks were children. Why they say the Greeks, people, the Greeks believed the earth was flat, and they called them ignorant children. Because the ancients knew about the polar shifts that had happened. Matter of fact, let me share this with y'all. There's a Greek, y'all probably heard of Herodotus, the Greek historian. Y'all heard of Herodotus, the Greek historian? White boy. Well, we're in New Orleans, we got two streets named after his two books. We got Euterpe and Clio. Two streets uptown named after his first two books. His first two history books, one is called Euterpe, the other one is called Clio. Two uptown streets. But in book Clio, he talks about how he was taught by the ancient priests of Africa, the ancient black priests, They taught him on how the sun rose and set twice in the east and twice in the west. So he was explaining to his Greek white students when he got back to Greece that the ancient black men the priests had taught him that where the earth rises in the west or the east, it used to set. And where it now sets in the west, it used to rise. So much of a great antiquity on the planet to where they was around to record this type of stuff. You know what I mean? So with the earth having the two poles, you get what our people call cosmic evil coming in. You know what I mean? Because everything starts in space. You know what I'm saying? Everything starts in space. Earth, just like the great sun and rays surge. Earth don't produce nothing but the dead bodies of humanity. Everything comes to this planet from outer space. The wind, the rain, everything comes from outer space. So there was a time when that was our planet, and it was just black people, blacker than us. We just throw that in there too. Now, what happened to change? The change happened how the ancients teach. They teach that these stories that we learn, they take place on a cosmic level first, then they take place in society, then they take place in your personal life. So all the fighting that we see, it takes place in the heavens, then it takes place in society, amongst people, then it takes place in your personal life. So we dealing with a whole lot of different little things here. But Pangea, bam, say the poles were here at going to whatever many degrees here, and this is where we at now. So this is like
33 degrees, huh?
shift. Nah, some other stuff. So this were the poles here on the planet. Then you had the ice age hitting, meaning cosmic evil penetrated to the planet because melanin, the pineal, which is in our brain, and melanin, the sun. These three things are interconnected, interrelated. Our pineal that's in our mind, the ancients called that Tahuti, how I just explained. That's one of the Kemetic gods, Tahuti. The son, no, the father of Tahuti is Ra. So I'm gonna give y'all two names, Ra and Tahuti, right? Ra and Tahuti. This will be the father, and this will be the son, right? Now in ancient Kemet, Ra equates to the sun, the physical sun that we see in the sky. Tahuti equates to our pineal. You know what I mean? So the physical sun is the father of our pineal, because Ra is the father of Tahuti. That's why, you know, we hear people talking so much about the pineal and what we need to be doing to activate it and all these things now, because we're trying to get back to a level of proper recording, because Tahuti record, say measure time. Oh man, it's the regulator of the everything, the master of magic, everything. Basically saying in our brain, in our pineal, everything takes place that we need to be doing. You know what I mean? So once that once the earth went through a shift, not no titanic plate shift or nothing like that, it was cosmic energy that moved this planet, because the planet spins. It spins. So when you get this spin, also the earth wobbles. You know the earth wobbles because we wouldn't have no seasons. We wouldn't have summer, you wouldn't have winter, fall, or all. So we all know that's a processional wobble. So once that shift hit, the earth fell into what we call the ice age, how the brother was just talking about, and Pangea eventually became a frozen planet. Not a frozen planet, but everything north of Africa was frozen, everything west of Africa was frozen, and everything east of Africa was frozen. So you had Africa as the only place on the planet that was not really affected by the mass glaciation of ice that had hit the planet. And you can have all them little continents, all America and all that. And you have the equator here. The ice only affected all of this and all of that, because the earth moved into a new position, and it's still in the second position. So what you had was all our brothers and sisters who had left out of Africa was in Pangea once this ice broke up. You know, the flood happened, and you know, things broke apart. Just like when you thaw stuff out, it started to break apart. When you thaw stuff out. So as the planet thawed out, you know, of course, continental drift, India, which was a part of Africa, smashed into the Himalayas. Man, so much stuff happened. But with all that happening, you had black humans getting stuck in those ice climatic cultures. And while they were stuck in those ice climatic cultures, they couldn't receive the proper nutrients, the proper nitrochemical frequencies and waves from the sun. So you have everybody who's still living in Africa, who's still living where the hot climates, still receiving proper signals from the sun. Because no matter what we think, the mind is controlled by the sun. Everything we do is controlled by the sun. Day, night, vegetation, everything. Without the sun, there's no life. There's no atomic life. There is no cellular life. There's no life without the sun.
How did the moon come in there? What part did the moon play?
What I'm trying to do now, the moon also plays the part of light, plays the part of the sun. The
Same
moon
as
plays
the
the
star,
part of the
reflecting the
exactly. The
light.
moon plays the part of the sun because also, like I told you, Tahuti is the pineal. Tahuti is also the moon. Same thing. The son of the sun. The moon has no light of its own. The moon reflects light from the sun. So the moon get its light or its life from the sun once again. So you know, I ain't saying it's insignificant. The moon was given a man in regards to time, lunar time. See, our ancestors teach you have lunar time. That's what we deal with, that monthly stuff. Then you have solar time. That's the yearly, the 25,920 year cycle of the sun. Then you have the stellar time. So our ancestors taught time in 3 different levels. We only deal with lunar time and stellar time. I mean solar time. Nobody talk about the stellar time. That's why I'm trying to tell you earlier, the stellar stars are fixed in the universe. They don't move. Like these pictures on these walls, they don't move. But we here moving. In the solar system, we moving. So if I keep spinning, this stuff look like it's moving. It ain't moving. That's why our ancestors called those the imperishable stars of rock. They don't move. They eternally fixed. That's
Well,
the stuff.
they fixed in the rotation.
No,
You
brother.
see, they fixed in they study
I just explained
rotation.
it.
But I'm
Nah.
saying, but I'm just trying to tell you my point. I'm not arguing you. I'm telling you my point. And what I see it at, when I look out there.
Chill out,
You know, what happens is that those other orbs that's not fixed, they move in different rotational orbit movements, man. Some of them move in 88 days, some of them move in 12 years. So those are not fixed. They have different durations, but when they say fixed, they're moving at a fixed rate. They don't have different cycles. That's what you're talking about, fixed. Sometimes we have to learn the interpretation what our ancestors said, and some type of way, you know, have to read. We see it in one way, we go that way. That's what they say. But we don't evaluate what we see with our eyes too, and go with our ancestors and draw to conclusion. My ancestor taught me Santa Claus was real. My mama, taught, when I was a little boy this side, I'm just trying to show you though, bro. That was my ancestor.
See, that's disrespectful to say ancestors told me Santa. That's
Well, my
playing
mom
games.
is my ancestor. She was my mother.
Alright,
We
but
talk-
we,
we
you
talk
know,
about the ancient
yeah, you know that,
ancestors.
bro. That's why these brothers be
Ancestors.
playing these games with this
No,
knowledge.
it's
That's why
not
I gotta
brothers
chop
playing
them up
games,
with
but I'm
the
just
truth.
trying to.
They play too many games with this knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Now let me show you what else our
But the
ancestors
thing
taught.
is that we can
taught the
cling and
seven
claw,
tears of
but
the
none of
sun.
us went out there and look what's out there yet. You know, we going about words to somebody else, bro. And the thing is that you have your brain to see facts, man.
Well, I'd rather go by the people who taught me what a brain is. I'd rather go by the people who look exactly like me, who
Yeah.
taught me the properties of my brain.
Yeah.
So ain't no problem with me with that, bro. And there's people out the Nile Valley look like us. And I can explain and prove that most of us in America are from a Nile Valley origin.
Yeah.
We ain't from the West Africa, and if you ain't got no grandmother, grandfathers who were black Indians in America, you ain't from America. What's up? Now I want to say this one thing. And that's why I say, man, if you ain't dealing with these Kemetic teachers and you're not learning who you really are, you gotta catch up. It's 2016. It's the age of information. Our ancestors teach the 7 souls of the sun, the 7 souls of Ra, the 7 souls of the sun. Oh, what is that? The 7 souls of the sun. They think it's just one sun. Nah, man. Just like we explained, and like I was explaining earlier, bro. We have our sun in our solar system. Then you have Smadet, its sun in its solar system. Then you have another sun in its solar system going this way. Then you have what modern scientists call these dwarf stars or these giant red stars that are burnt out. Those are big giant suns that is burnt out. Then you got another layer of black holes going this way. That's why I'm trying to explain. Our ancestors called this the great cosmic dance in creation. That's why in India you see a lot of women always dancing. That's why black women dance and stuff, because this is all some solar energy going on here. You know what I mean? So you got these here, not even, you can't even see these. These are black holes, bro. But they're suns. You know what they feel? Modern scientists feel? Their gravitational pull. They feel their magnetic energy. Just how you just say 1 ounce is so heavy. Well, they feel the denseness of those other 7 stars out there that they don't tell nobody about. They just call them black holes. But it was already described by our ancient ancestors as the 7 sons or the 7 souls of rock. You know what I mean? So much information is out here, bro, to where we don't need to be getting confused by unresearched material, only pseudoscience material of people on YouTube. We don't see their faces. You don't know their credentials. You don't know where they come from. But they're on YouTube showing you 100 pictures talking about the earth flat. They're on YouTube showing you 1,000 things about the earth flat. They don't never show their face. You don't know who they are. You can't go talk to them. You can't call them up. That's trolls, man. Y'all, man, that's trolls, man. Them dudes are number misinformation, bro, and they're keeping us away from the truth. That's why the brothers in New York who bringing all this science and stuff, that's good, man. Because we need more truth here, bro. Brothers who preaching flat earth, like I tell my boy Roz Weedy, bro, you promote these people and they ain't even paying you. And you out here promoting the wrong stuff. I always tell my boy Weedy that, because he always posting stuff on Facebook, man, look, this why the earth flat, this why the earth's fat, the fireman this, the
So
fireman
they taught
that.
us the truth in schooling.
Who taught us the truth in school?
These folks taught the truth in school that the earth is round and they're going around the sun.
Bro, you gotta teach basic truths because you gotta have basic science to run a basic
so the
society.
school system teach the kids the truth.
I'll say this again. Mahis, chill out, please, son. You gotta have basic truths to run a basic society. They gotta teach you some truth for you to know how to count when the people come and make exchanges for gifts or you know, you buying some food or something. You gotta know how to count. You gotta know if we making airplanes, you gotta know how to service an airplane. You gotta know the science and the geometry of that. They teach truth. They gotta teach truth. A society won't function. White man, nobody just can't teach a line expect society to function. No matter how much we know that the white man's the devil, they gotta teach truth because the truth supersedes falsehood. So there is truths that being taught in society. 1 + 1 is 2.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
About
saying.
the
So
solar system. I'm not talking about the
that
mathematics.
too, because they got all the, besides Galileo and them and the invention of telescopes,
Most of them learn in Kemet, the Greeks. They came to Kemet to study.
and like you
That's what
say,
I'm saying. All information come out of Africa, man.
so like you said, the
I'm not
Dogon
even
was
arguing
already
it, bro.
knowing
Already
stuff.
knowing it.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, is everything they teach in school wrong? Hell no. It can't be wrong. Or this society wouldn't be able to function right. Now, are they hiding and are they lying?
Yeah.
Of course. Because you can't teach your subjects everything. They'll overthrow you. This is a society. This is a nation.
They
They
teach
do
the
have
truth
guns.
wrapped up into their profile.
And right, but
Hellenetic Jewish style.
yeah, and the newest falsehood they teach is flat earth. So I want to just leave it with that.
That's not something that's new to me, bro. That's new to society. But I've been dealing with that for 30-some years, bro. Alone.
Yeah.
I'm just dealing from this
Right.
and this. You know, sometimes we got to throw away those things and use our common sense and look at it and evaluate for ourselves. But we have the abilities, not to just to believe, you know, to calculate it, thoughts into some process and, you know, come out with your theory on what it is. Come in, what you say, bro? Anybody else have something to say? The floor is open. Express your theory, Joe.
I ain't got nothing.
I ain't got no theory.
I don't got no
Like I
theory
said,
on that.
That's why I wanted to get it together, because there's a strong presentation in round earth theory, as a strong presentation in flat earth theory. You know what I'm saying? And both sides make points. So that was the whole basis of me wanting to hear this discussion. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not regurgitating out of books, out of the past. I'm regurgitating out these eyes. And
But
understand.
your eyes are
This is
deceptive, though. We can't believe everything on appearance. You know what I'm saying? It's like with health, right? So we say that, I feel healthy and I look healthy. Does that mean you're healthy? No, it doesn't mean that.
No.
Because your five senses deceive you daily.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It constructs realities that are not true. But when we dealing on cosmic information, some as I like when I always speak about clairvoyance. You don't. That's when we don't have to deal with that. But you have to get to that point to where you know. But other than that, we do have people that set a foundation for us to follow, and they left it for a reason because they knew what we're in a degenerated state, and we not gonna understand much. So they had to leave something for us to follow because if they didn't, they wouldn't be doing their duty because somebody taught them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So teach one, each one. That comes from a long line of people teaching, and all the knowledge comes from one place, the Creator. Nobody owns it.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? The grand creator, the master architect of everything, you know what I'm saying? Which is all us anyway, you know what I'm saying? Being manifested in several different ways.
But knowledge is power, brother. And I don't, like I said in the beginning,
Depending on how you
that's
use it,
his
just like
opinion.
money.
And it's my opinion. But we don't really know it as individuals. We just following with somebody
We know,
else.
and I don't. That's what my boy. We even say we don't know. We know, cause like I said, we do research. You had people who done the research before
But
you.
you-
Show me black scholars or white scholars who support what's behind that YouTube stuff. Show me somebody of credibility who's saying the earth is flat. Show me anybody besides these ghosts, dudes, and these mystery men. Show me some real humans, bruh.
Well,
When you show me real humans, like I tell my partner, when you show me some real humans, and not somebody hide behind YouTube and hide behind Facebook,
let's not just people hiding behind it. Brothers, people in higher
Man,
culture
they
won't
not-
even come out to tell you about on YouTube. I'm talking about not off of YouTube. I've been in organizations and privy to information that's beyond YouTube, bro.
I ain't talking about your information. I'm only talking about flat earth. I ain't
Yeah.
trying to,
Whatever
whatever
it
else
is.
you know, that's cool. I'm talking about this flat earth crap. That's just crap, bro. And it just don't make sense. It don't respect nature. It don't respect the creator to try to say that the earth is flat when, like you say, outside of books, man, you look outside, you see that moon tonight, it's gonna be round. When you see that sun glowing or not glowing, or dense or heat or cool,
Well,
it's gonna be round.
well,
Our ancestors taught as above, so below.
Yeah. Well,
So, I mean, I'm going with the truth. What I see in the heavens got to be on the earth. I ain't going to look up and see a circle moon or what we call the globe sun and say I'm on a half planet, a half square, a flat circle. I mean, come on, man. That's not being real to me. You know, so that's why I say
that's your opinion, though, bro. Sometimes we have to look in life and
that's not my opinion. All right, if we say the moon is a triangle, whatever we agree those shapes are, that's what they are. And whatever shape we agree the moon and sun is, I'm saying the earth is that too. So if we make up a new world and say it's an Agalon Troglodyte or whatever, well, the sun and the moon are Agalon Troglodyte, so it's the earth. As above, so below. That's all I'm saying. No matter what name you want to give it, I'm talking about the body, the physical body. That's what I'm talking about, as above, so below. I ain't talking about the names. I'm talking about what I see with my eyes, with my own two globe eyes, that shape like circles and globes. Even my pew. I mean, come on, man. It's above, so below. So for brothers to try to hold on to that, like I tell a few of them brothers, bro, that's pride. And that's not being real analytical, and that's not being real reasonable. You know what I mean? Because if we're in the age of information, and like I'm asking these brothers to show me who behind these cameras putting this information out. These brothers that's told, even if you disagree with Dr. Saber or anybody, we see these people. These men done their research, and we go talk about Dr. Ben, somebody who took over 100+ trips to Kemet. These are real people that can verify that they've been to the walls and this and that and other. Chill out, he's no disrespect, bro. So what I'm saying is, until then, flat earth will be and continue to be an erroneous misinformation joke that they trying to put on us, bro. You know what I mean? When I say us, I mean really this unconscious black community.